So we back with another video, and today we're gonna be ending the series where I'm giving y'all the best build at pretty much the, I guess, best overall or guard. Then we gave y'all the lock. Then we giving y'all today the build that's gonna replace all the big man builds. Now, when it comes to big man, it's a little bit tougher than it is for locks and guards because you gotta shoot on those. But bigs is more likely that you're gonna find inside. So we're gonna not just give you guys an inside, but also an outside. So we're gonna give you guys two variations of the builds. And the things that make these videos different from every other build video I usually give y'all, we don't just give y'all the build, we give y'all the build update that where I got it. We give y'all the badges that I put on it, and we even give y'all like the plus ones, whatever that we put in every single category, while also giving you guys the best animations for said builds. So with this video having two builds, we're gonna do all that in this video. So it may be a little bit on the longer side, so understand that we're gonna be giving y'all animations, badges, and two different builds with all that stuff. So yeah, if you guys want more of these though, I got a lot of builds I can update y'all on, not just the lot, not just the guard. If you guys do want that, just make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe if you're new. Without further ado though, let's hop into it. Alright, so hopping into it. So like I said, we're gonna give y'all boys the inside and the outside. Now, the outside I have given y'all, but I've never given y'all like an attribute badge update. So we're gonna do that last. We're gonna go over the build and everything in this video though, but we're gonna do that last. And that's gonna be a little bit quicker. Really, the only thing we're gonna give y'all for that though is going attribute or animations wise is gonna be really the jump shot, because everything that's attributes wise, animations wise, is gonna be a little bit better on the inside because we just go for a little bit different thing. So let's hop into it. So we're gonna be center handed numbers up to you. It is a big man build. So we went for, when I was making this build, I went for more of like a Giannis type build. So I'm able to pretty much create for myself. I'm gonna be able to pass to others. I'm gonna be able to rebound. I'm gonna be able to play great interior defense. I'm gonna be able to have good dunk ability, good lay. I'm gonna be able to do everything I really want to do on a Giannis type build. So yeah, 6'10", 7'8" wingspan. Weight is really up to you, and body type is up to you. Now I tried the 6'11". I tell you all the time, 6'11" is nasty, but I was able to just get a little bit more for some reason with the 6'11", even though this, or the 6'10" instead of 6'11", even though the 6'11" does get like better tiers and stuff like that. But it just felt like I like this one more. I don't know. But yeah, body type is up to you. Now, when it comes to the build, you're going to be 20 finishing, 0 shooting, 17 playmaking, and 28 defensive. Now, badge count is not what I'm talking about when I'm saying I'm able to get a little bit more. I'm just saying attributes top to bottom. Now, you're going to be able to get similar attributes, but it's just going to be a little bit more to my liking is what I say. So some people may like the 6'11", but I'll tell you right now, on the 6'11", you're not going to have an 80 ball handle. That's just not happening. 6'11", you're not having a 70 speed ball. That's not happening. 75 acceleration, that's just not happening. Now, there's some things that I didn't really go too crazy on that I usually do on big man builds, like an 80 strength. I usually get at least minimum 86 strength so I can be able to have gold brick wall, but I haven't had an issue with just gold or silver brick wall or silver bat down punisher. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even got to the point where I can even use silver or either one of those. So yeah, I haven't had no issue really at all with that. Now, the thing that really sets this build apart from a lot of builds that you're gonna go against is the 90 vertical with the 6'10" and the max wingspan. Very, very wild. You're gonna get some crazy block animations, you're gonna get some crazy rebound animations, and you're gonna get some crazy dunk and layup animations. Now, let's get into it. Finishing wise, I tell you all the time, I'm not really trying to do lays. Now, the only reason I did put my driving layup up because I've been working on a build where it has 99 layup, and I put my layup up because I'm testing out the 99 layup draw foul stuff. So that's gonna be coming soon. But for this one, we went 88 layup so that when we do get a layup, we are able to make it, but also we can get better out with a foul. So 88 driving layup is gonna be 88 draw foul. Now 96 driving up, that's literally strictly there so we can have Hall of Fame limitless takeoff. Now some people are gonna be like, but it's a big man build. But yeah, it is a big man build. If you don't care about having that high, just go like this, and then you can go 90, and now you're able to have gold posterizer, steel, and gold riser. Because with a 96, you're not gonna have both. So you're gonna have a mix of whatever you want to do on this build. Whether you want to have that 86 standing dunk, I just put it to 86 to get it as high as possible with a 96 driving dunk, so I can be able to have Hall of Fame limitless takeoff. But if you don't care about the Hall of Fame limitless takeoff, you really more so want the rise of gold, because you will have the contact dunks. If you do have 90 standing dunk, you'll have pretty much the elite and the pro. So you can do this if you want to have that. But if you only go with the 86, you're only gonna have the pro. So I just want to make sure that's known. So yeah, I did go 86 with a 96, but if you do want to have the 90, so you can have gold rise up and the elite contact dunks for the big men, for sure, by all means, go with a 90 standing dunk with a 93 driving dunk. It's gonna be just as good. It's just you're not gonna have Hall of Fame limitless takeoff. That's what I'll say. And I do a lot of standing dunks on this build, regardless of having, you know what I'm saying, the 86 or 90 standing dunk. But I will say you will do a lot more with Gold Rise Up, and you'll get a lot more content on with Gold Rise Up. Now, shooting wise, I honestly wanted to have a little bit of mid range, but it is what it is. 37, I lowered that. Is based off the free throw. I just tried to get my free throw as high as possible for 5v5. I'm just fine with 62, so that's just what I have. But yeah, you really just an inside. Now, when it comes to being inside, I tell you all the time, you want to be able to have more creatability. So no matter what on your big man, I think the minimum pass accuracy you should have is a 76. So you're going to see this on the inside and the outside 76. But when it comes to ball handle, which is very important, you want to be able to create for yourself. So you got to be able to dribble. So you're going to want speed of ball, and you're going to want acceleration. These are three things that you're not going to really see from me on the outside. That's just that simple, because you just have to have more creativity, because you just sit in the paint is not going to be great. So you got to be able to find ways to help your team besides just sitting in the paint, whether that's setting screens or just creating for yourself or creating for others by dribbling and getting people open. But yeah, and then like I say all the time, you don't have 90 interior defense, 93 blocks, 93 defensive rebound. Those are just the idols. Now, one thing I thought about doing on this build, I'll lower this. I thought about going 94 so I can have Hall of Fame box out beats, but I've been pretty straight with just a 90 with a 93 and having gold box out beats. I've been swimming box outs like crazy, so I would say it's not that big of a deal. Offensive rebound is a little low. That's one of the biggest hits for me, because I always tell y'all want to have a high offensive rebound if you are inside, but it just was kind of tough to have a crazy high offensive rebound, a crazy high perimeter defense, a crazy high steal. These are things I always say that you want to have even if you're a big man build, because it is going to help you be a little bit more versatile and stuff like that, especially offensive rebound on the inside. But it just was kind of tough to have everything else and the minimums that I wanted to have for interior defense, block, and rebound, and still be able to have a crazy offensive rebound, a good steal, a good perimeter defense. The minimum steal I was going to go with 78, so I can be able to have silver interceptor. So we did have to take a little bit of hit on perimeter defense and offensive rebound. If you feel like you don't need that silver interceptor, you can by all means just go higher on offensive rebound or perimeter defense. But yeah, you're not going to have clamp, so I think having perimeter defense as high as possible is just at a whole nother rate. It's just way more important, because you're just not going to be able to get the crazy bumps that you would have with a clamps. So that's just another thing that's really important to me. Now, I already went over all the physicals, but yeah, 79 speed, one off of what I really like to get it to, and yeah. Now, takeovers wise, you end up with slasher, playmaker, rim, and glass. I ended up going with finishing moves as my slasher takeover. I tell you all the time, slasher has like probably the best plus 10s in the game, but also I would argue it's the best slasher takeover when it comes to plus 10s for big men. But also in the back end, you're going to have paint intimidation. Now, you could go with a glass, you could go with stuff blocks, but that's just what I ended up going with for my combination. Now, when the build comes out as, similar to shades of Bill Russell, Robert Williams, and Clint Capella. If you made it at power forward, I'm pretty sure you would get Giannis. Giannis doesn't play center, so you're not going to get Giannis, but it does come out as a two-way interior finisher. So let's go ahead and show you guys the attributes, badges, and animations. Alright, so now we at the build. I've got the build to a 95, and this is not from playing no micro, this is all from playing rec, and majority of it is with randoms, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna be honest, this is a really, really fun build. If you're thinking about making a build, this is a really, really fun build. And that's really what I got all the attributes so far at the point of me making this video. Now, with that being said, there's still some things I haven't got max, like perimeter defense, like acceleration, like speed with ball. So I'm still not at my peak when it comes to the build. I haven't even got the block max. So there's a lot of things. I had the block really at an 80 for like the majority of the time of me having this build so far. I'm gonna be honest. I just got that to an 89, so I now have Hall of Fame chase down artists. I just wanted to be able to have 80 so I can be able to have like the gold chase down artists, so I can actually get snap chase down blocks, which I was getting a lot, and just to be able to play good defense interior and be able to jump. But now I have an 89 and stuff like that. But yeah, speed really good. I'm pretty much faster than pretty much every big I usually play, unless it's like a 6'9" or 6'8". And I for some reason I do play against a lot of 6'8", 6'9" bigs. Not majority of the time, but it does happen. 80 strength, like I said, even if I'm going against a 7'2" or 7'3", I don't see the big disadvantage with that. I don't know why, but yeah, just haven't had that happen yet. I'm pretty sure it will happen eventually, but I just haven't had it yet. 90 vertical, all that type of stuff. Now, when it comes to badges, what am I at this for? All right, badges. This is what I did. So I don't know if people was paying attention to the badge count, but I did have +6 to go around. So as you can see, I did do the core badge method. The core badge method for like the badge pattern for the last core badge where you could take off a shooting was perfect for this build because this has no shooting. So we just doubled up on the playmaking. I'm still trying to get one of these to be core so I can then max out this to Hall of Fame and then go rise up. But until we get that figured out, we just gonna chill out the way we got it right now. But yeah, I've been running posterizer so I can dunk through traffic a lot more, just get more contact dunks. Limitless takeoff so I can dunk from far. Fearless finisher is really good for a lot of situations, and area wizard obviously to catch lobs. And I haven't even really been using any of these badges. So yeah. Now, when it comes to the playmaking, I've been running vice grip, break starter. Those are the 2 autos. I tell y'all, whether you're on a outside or inside, that you pretty much need to have. But I've also been running unpluckable. I've also been running quick first step. I've also been running badges like hyperdrive, clamp breaker. So yeah, it's like really crazy badges I've been running. Now defensively, I've ran a lot of different things. I've ran pogo stick gold, I've ran brick wall, but now that I've had Chase Down Artist Hall of Fame, I have not run pogo stick gold anymore. I've been running anchor. I haven't got gold anchor yet because again, I don't have the 93 block yet. Majority of the time of this build, I've been with gold Chase Down Artist and bronze anchor, and even most of the time, I didn't even have anchor yet. So this is really what I've been running: rebound chaser, box out beast with gold chase down artist, and Hall of Fame workhorse. That's really what I've been running with silver interceptor. So yeah, that's just what I've been running. Now, when it comes to the extra badges, I don't know the exact ones I added for sure. What I'll say is, if you pretty much want to be able to have 17, you really want to make sure that you have 17 finishing. You want to make sure that you have 17 or 16 playmaking minimum, and then after that, that's really on you. I don't think you really need 18 playmaking because you're not gonna really need the floor general. You're not gonna really need the special delivery. So that's what I'll say. But it is nice to have the 23, the 18, and the 30. Now, depending on how many times you hit level 39, you could have hit it more than me. So you could have had 8 instead of 6. But you could have never hit level 39 and only had +4. So you got to really pick and choose where you go about your stuff. One thing I would say, I think 24 is perfect because then you won't even have to worry about core badges at that point. Because, well, I don't even have rise up yet, so you kind of still have to worry about core badges, but you will be able to easily have limitless takeoff, Hall of Fame, posterizer gold, fearless finisher, and Hall of Fame area wizard, which is another reason why I did go that high on my layup, because I did want to have a high enough layup to have gold fearless finisher. So yeah, other badge that I can put on acrobat, I'm gonna probably put, I may not even force the rise up and go like acrobat, go like back down punisher, go like drop stepper. That may be what I do. I haven't fully figured out what I'm gonna do. Slithery is a really another thing that I do utilize. Like I do use animations that kind of go towards Slithery, so I could utilize that too. But it's really dependent on what you want to do with your badges. You can go about it in a lot of different ways. Now animations wise, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of this stuff I'm not using. I do use long athlete. I will be honest. 6 for 10 and ups do have kind of bad layup animations, but you do get long athlete, so that kind of does save the day. That's kind of a big reason why I did go 88. We all can go show you guys the dunks. These are the dribble moves I've been running: Pro, Rondo, Paul George, Zach LaVine, Scottie Pippen. These are the dribble moves I've been running at pretty much my peak ball handle. I do get my speed with ball higher, but I probably will just be running Pro. Now, when it comes to the dunk animations I've been running, I've got my dunk animations pretty much perfect. Now, at one point I was running one hands, but the one hands get blocked and they miss a lot. Like it has an animation in this that's very bad. I was running this at one point, but there's an animation in this that's really bad. That does one hand and it's really bad. So no. I do run. This is pretty much all you really need for your standing dunks. The 2-hand under basket regular. I can't say it enough. Like I said, if you do want to have this, you will have to lower your driving dunk to a 93 instead of a 96. And you'll easily be able to have this. Didn't mean to do that. Let's go back to it. But yeah, you'll easily be able to have both contact dunks. When it comes to the alley-oops, I put on all 3. I put on Pro, Elite, and Big. When it comes to the standard dunks, or not the standard, but the driving dunks, I do run Pro and Elite. When it comes to the quick drops, I do run those. I do run straight tomahawks, but I need to take these off. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I actually do run those for a reason, because you can't get Russell Westbrook. So since you don't get Russell Westbrook, I do run straight on tomahawks. At one point, I was using Dwight Howard. At one point, I was using LeBron James. I'm not gonna lie. LeBron James is better than straight on tomahawks. So I'm gonna actually throw that back on. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna actually throw that back on. But yeah, all in all, that's pretty much what I run. Dunk animations wise, quick drops, LeBron James, and pretty much the two-hand under basket regular. And yeah, that's pretty much what I want. Now, without wasting too much time, let's show you guys the outside. Now, I've showed you guys this outside multiple times. This is a slight different alternative to the one I'm gonna show you guys that I made, but this is probably what I would do if I was making it right now. So 6'9", 226, 7'7", body type is up to you. Now, when it comes to the badges, I can easily tell y'all what I did. So when it comes to the badges, I'm gonna show you guys this. But I did add +4 to the finishing to get 16 finishing. I added 1 to the shooting to get 16 shooting. So now I have 16 finishing, 16 shooting, and then I ended up with +2 to the defensive. Now, the big difference that you're going to see on my build, I have 50 close shot. So instead of 12 finishing here, it's going to be 13. I have a lower offensive rebound. So instead of 28, I have 27. So I ended up actually adding 3 defensive and 3 finishing and 1 shooting. But all in all, it's gonna end up like 16 with 28. So yeah, that's really what I did. Now I'm gonna show you guys the build also, so y'all can see the reference point. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did, and I'm much further into that build than I am on the inside. So yeah, this is the build. I've showed you guys this multiple times. I got the minimum strength I usually go for. I got the minimum speed I usually go for. I got the minimum vertical I usually go for. The minimum defensive rebound, the minimum block, the minimum interior defense. Driving dunk, I still have contact dunks. Standing dunk, I still have silver rise up. 82 3-point. You know what I'm saying? You can go 83 if you do want that for like shot requirements, but I do go 6'9" because they have better bases, in my opinion. But yeah, if you do go 83, you do have better jump shot like combinations you can make in the creator and stuff like that. Again, 76 pass accuracy. I do go 50 ball handle, so I can be able to have vice grip bronze. Perimeter defense in steel. I do have a 90 steel, so I can be able to have gold interceptor on a big man build. That is very good. 86 perimeter defense on a big man build. That is very good. You also do have silver clamps. So yeah, all in all, this is pretty much what the build look like. Takeovers, I do go with limitless range. I do go with paint intimidation. I'll show you guys what the build comes out as, but we are going to show you guys the animations and attributes just like we did on the last one. Now, the only difference is this one, you really only going to be worried about the shooting stuff because I don't have nearly as much dribble and dunk as I did for the last one. But yeah, this is pretty much what it is, a two-way inside-out score. Alright, so this is my, what's it called? I got this to a 98. I've played on this a lot more. I'm halfway to 99. I've played on this a lot more. So, on this one, I knew I tweaked on something. So instead of a 67, you want a 69 because that's going to get you an extra badge. So that's going to get you an extra badge in shooting. So you're going to have 16 off the rip. You're not even going to have to add the extra one. But you do have a 50 close shot, 67, 86, 80. I got all this max. I got the pass accuracy, ball handle max. I got all this max. The only thing I don't have is mid-range. That's literally it. I don't need this build to get to 99 because I don't shoot mid-ranges. If you don't know, I don't do layups. I don't do mid-ranges. That's just not me. So yeah. This is pretty much everything I have. I have a 60 offensive rebound, so that's probably the biggest thing I could hit on, but it probably still was like 27 or something like that. Defensive. But yeah, all in all, this is pretty much the build. Pretty much the exact same thing. The only major difference is pretty much the mid-range. Now, badges, like I said, 16, 16, 8, and 30. So I still haven't got my core badges figured out on this build, which is kind of funny. But yeah, and as you can see, I have used posterizer because I have some core badge progress on there. So I may even should use silver posterizer, but this is what I be running. Shooting wise, this is what I run. I don't run a core badge like for shooting because this is all I really need. I just need green machine, agent threes, clutch shooter, and limitless range. Now you really don't need this. You could go with a claymore as well. That's another one that you can run, but that's what I run. But I do run neither thread or silver. That's my core badge because it takes the most badges out of all this. This core badge will only be 3. This will only be 2. This will only be 3. So that's why I do run this as my core badge. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. That's the only ones that you really need. You could take this off, run this. You could take this off, run this. It's really a lot of stuff you could do. But I put this on because when you do get offensive rebound, you pass it out. It does help a lot. When it comes to the defensive, this is what I do plan on running when it comes to my inside. Rebound Chaser and Anchor, those gonna be my 2 core badges. I'm not gonna run 2 playmaking core. That's just not what I'm gonna do. I just don't have it to the point where I can even get my Anchor 2 gold. So there's no point of even, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is gonna be exactly what I run. I'm gonna run Rebound Chaser and Anchor. It's just a little bit more need to have 2 core on defensive as well on this one, because you do have to have clamps. So yeah, or you don't have to, but I want to have clamps. I do have gold interceptor. I do have Hall of Fame chaser. I do have gold brick wall. I do have Hall of Fame workhorse still. I do have gold box out beast still. I even have 1 badge left over that I don't really need, but I do put that on post lockdown. Now you could also do this. That's an option. You could go a lot of different ways. That's just what I do. Now, when it comes to the animations, I'm gonna show you guys the jump shots, but first let's show you guys the dribble pull-ups and stuff I do run. I don't, as you can see, normal. I don't do these on this build, but if I was to do them, I probably would run Devin Booker, Harrison Barnes, Pro 2, normal 2, you know what I'm saying, Harden, you know what I'm saying, I probably would run one of those. When it comes to the spin jumper, I probably would still run normal or pro, I'm not gonna lie. But when it comes to the dribble pull-up, if you know me, when it comes to these 6'5" to 6'9", I always run that Michael Jordan. That Michael Jordan is green bean. It's facts. It's facts. It's green bean. Now let's get into the jump shots. All right, so when it comes to the jump shots, I do use. Now when it comes to the jump shots I use, these are the jump shots I use. Now this is up back on my lock build, but you can tweak this a little bit and be able to still use it on that build I just showed you guys. So what I've been running is Kyle Kuzma base, Oscar Robertson. This is the main like Kyle Kuzma jump shot I do use, combination I do use. The thing is, you would have to have an 83 on this one, so you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna probably have to blend it. Usually what I do when I blend it with my big, I do go with probably like a Mathurin. I think Mathurin is like the best one to try to blend it and get it lower. But also another one that you can do is Larry Bird, and it's gonna be pretty easy to do it and still keep it at an 82. So if you want a good base, good everything, and still keep it 82, you can go like this. The only thing is, I would still want that speed to be up. So I'll probably go like 85, 15 blend, Oscar, Larry Bird. That's probably the stuff I would do. Now, when it comes to the jump shot I've been using lately. Now, this jump shot is, in my opinion, the best spot up jump shot in the game. This is like a jump shot that's like so fast that like it's almost like impossible to get consistent contest. If somebody playing off you can get this off easy. Now, if you getting guarded like really like a lot, it's gonna be kind of tough because it doesn't have the craziest release height. Now, Sadiq Bey does kind of save it, but it doesn't have the craziest release height. Now, when it comes to moving off the ball, this is also a really, really good jump shot because of how fast it is. So I really do recommend this for the people that do like the faster jump shots, that like to get their jump shots off. If you like to if you're standing still and people leave you open a lot, if you are moving off the ball and you good at like just shooting as soon as you catch it, it's a really good jump shot for you as well. So I do go 65, 35, and again, if you want to blend this more, I'm gonna be honest, you probably got to just take off Oscar and probably go with more of like a Mathurin or something like that, and just blend it more so towards Mathurin and just get it to lower, and it's not lowering. You're gonna have to just find you another. You have to use Sadiq Bey with this jump shot to get it the most out of it, because the Sadiq Bey is what gives it the release height. But there's a lot of different releases you can go with in this game that's gonna get you what you want to get and get it down to 82. That's just what I'll say. Now, for the real jump shot I actually do run, this is like the go-to green bean. You shooting this from anywhere, like anywhere. Now, the only thing I say is it's a lot slower than, it's not a lot slower, but it is slower than the Sadiq Bey Tobias Harris combination. But the thing I say about this, by far the biggest green window, by far the easiest one to green, by far the hardest one to get consistent contest on, and it's just getting up in the air good enough. This one is easily the best spot up one. I said that, I might have said that on the last one, but I'm saying in terms of getting opens consistently when people are playing off you. Now, this one is just consistent greens. Like, even if people are getting contests, you can get consistent greens on light leads and stuff like that. So, this is my favorite one when it comes to just having a consistent timing, because if you play next gen, you know about the timing changing a lot. This is what I really would say and recommend a lot if you are on next gen. Now, what I'll say is, you also use Sadiq Bey on this one, and it can go a little crazy. But yeah, this is what I use. Torian Prince, Klay Thompson, Oscar Robertson, 50-50 blend. That's what I've been running. The 50-50 blends has really been working for me lately. So that's really what I would probably have to recommend the most. But again, if you guys do want to go with Sadiq Bey, you're going to have to kind of blend it more so toward Oscar Robinson if you want to be able to have the A+, C-. But I'm going to be honest, it's going to be a lot faster like this. But it's not going to be as easy of a green window because that Klay Thompson just makes it a little bit more smooth with that 50-50 Oscar. I don't know why. It just does. But yeah, those are the jump shots I would probably recommend for the big man build that I showed you guys. I don't really like big man builds at 6'10" and up because the jump shots are just not as fast and just not as good or as consistent as the ones you can get for the 6'9". It's just that simple. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys want more videos like this where I go over said build, give you guys the badges, give you guys the animations all in one video, just make sure to like the video. In today's video I did give y'all 2 builds, go over the animations and badges for 2 builds. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications, be the first at every single one of the videos. Without further ado though, man, it's your boy Fitz. It had to be, man. So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!